Alright, we back, man. Yo, you already know. We moved the shout outs to the end of the video now. Make sure y'all watch to the end of the video. See if I'm shouting y'all out. Yo, if y'all new to the channel /family, yo, subscribe and let me know where y'all watch from in the comments. Every day we shout somebody out and shout out where they from. Yo, as y'all can see, New York looking lovely right now, man. I want to see how dope it is where y'all at. We'll get to this video real quick. So, this come from the live we had the other day. We was talking about the beginning of Grime. Mad people told me, yo, do this joint right here. Big Narstie really breaking stuff down with Grime and it's really going to teach. So, we're going to get into this real quick. This Big Narstie. Talk keeping it real on Grime.
Extra. It's your boy Charlie Sloth, BBC Radio 1, BBC Radio 1 Extra. The Saturday Night Rap Show, the biggest rap show in the world. And we're getting ready for that all-important fire in the booth, man. And I've been waiting for this one for the longest time. This guy's a real veteran in this thing. It's my brother, Big Narstie!
Hello, hi.
Hello, hi. What's going on, Narstie?
You blessed, my brother?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
I'm fine, man.
Are you looking healthy, fam?
Trust me, just come back from holiday.
Got that expensive swag popping off.
Gracias,
Oh,
señor.
gosh.
Amigo.
So, it's time for fire in the booth, bro.
Yes, sir.
I've been looking forward to this for a minute.
Oh, definitely. It's overdue, you get me?
Overdue. So what is it going to be paying tonight?
Yo, we gonna shout out Charlie Sloth real quick, and what I'm gonna say, yo, to everybody, I'm hearing he about to drop some jewels, so I'm hearing he about to talk about some real stuff, so let's see what he talking about.
That's the pain, fam.
Yeah?
The pain is the wave.
Now, this is coming on the back of a fire in the booth that made a lot of noise last week. And I said, whoever steps up has to bring that fire to make sure that, you know, we're keeping the levels high. So last week, it was Chip fire in the booth. Did you see that?
Yeah, I got to see over it still.
What are your thoughts on that, Narstie?
Bars wise, he did really well. Chip can spit, no doubt he can spit, but like the in-between message and that was a bit mental, you get me? Like shooting at Tiny and that.
Shout out Chip too, yo, Chip the reason why I was introduced to Grime. For the people that's new to the channel, he the first person I ever heard, you know what I mean, in 2012. First joint I ever heard, and that introduced me to Grime, you know what I mean, in New York. So let's keep it going though.
Obviously we're all grown men, so that's all good, but the message what was behind it and the Ed Miliband's speech, what man was trying to push, I can't dig it. Like, the truth is this, black man can't fool again, my lord. Tiny and Chip even trying to beef on that hardcore Grime level is like Boyz II Men and Drew Hill. Like, they're both commercially gone in that way. Do you get me? Now, man talking about saving the grime scene and urban, boom. Let's be real. Tiny Temper came from the grime scene, but he's not a grime MC.
That's deep right here, because this is what we was talking about. Like, certain people that come from it, but they're not Grime artists, or, you know, they evolved into something else. Like, do we put them... I never put Tiny Temper as Grime, but y'all tell me, did y'all put Tiny Temper as Grime?
His biggest Grime song was talking about his gal in a pink jumper in Channel U. Everyone saw the video when the girl got licked down in the end. That was
Wifey rhythm.
Wifey rhythm. That was his input to the Grime scene. He came with something different, commercial and girlish. Now, a lot of people may not talk about it, but the truth is this. Everyone slept on Tiny. Before he met Pass Out, everyone slept on him. He thought he was on a girly commercial thing and man was on a hardcore Grime road thing. His thing weren't fitting man's thing. We slept on him. Pass Out came out, boom, Bob's your uncle. You get me? He don't owe nothing because he's been on that commercial pass thing from get-go. That's how his music was fused when he was doing some of Da Vinci, everything. Tiny's not my best friend or nothing. I just talk the truth and make the devil shame, cuz. He can't hide it. Chip came in with Who Are You? After that, you was in school clothes saying Chip Diddy Chip. Then you did songs with Chris Brown and that. Grime was not the way forward for man. You was making money. Everyone was making money. No one cared about Grime.
Do y'all feel the same way? Do y'all feel like what Big Narstie's saying is 100% accurate? Another thing is I do know Big Narstie is in a position to be able to break certain things down because I know he was around it from the beginning. So let me know. I always looked at Chip like he was Grime the whole way. I know when he came to the States, it looked like he maneuvered away from it a little bit, but it looked like he came back. But let's see what they talking about.
You smell me? And let's be real now. When Grime started, you was 10 years old, bro. Dice Recordings, the label where I messed with, the independent label, large up Kevin Legend Copes, they put out the first Grime song in 2002, Skepta DTI. Before that came out, Grime was UKG, yeah, and Esky Beats. Yeah? It wasn't a universal scene. Wiley wanted his own thing. That's what it was, Esky Beats, his music.
See, I didn't know he was going to be... See, people told me, like 3 people after our live we had, because we had a Beats discussion. I was calling people up and all that. Yo, everybody told me do this. He spit. I didn't know he was gonna spit jewels like this though, cause he teaching me. You know what I mean? So I love watching stuff like this.
Yeah. So let's talk the truth and make the devil shame. Now, all these guys from the scene, I've been saying it from get-go. If you go back to my interviews from like 2004, I've been promoting the same wave. Pain is the wave. We're going to talk about grime, yeah? Let's talk about the originals. Don't try and gloss it, yeah? The struggle starts from Delight FM, Heat FM, Represent Radio, Axe FM, On Top, yeah? South London, On Top. We're talking Roadside G's, South Soldiers, yeah? 187 Crew, Wolf Pack.
And look, I'm mad at everybody, all my people, you know, all the people that been following me from the beginning. He naming a lot of names I'm not familiar with, so y'all not giving me the right request sometimes too, because, you know, this channel supposed to teach too, and he breaking down all the beginning. I thought the beginning was just Wiley and, you know, Skepta and J&Me, but let's keep it going.
Yeah? Large Up Spooky. Rival.
And Dizzy Rascal.
Man who were doing grime when grime went accessible. Now, let's be real, Charlie. Yeah, I love Radio 1 and I'm God blessed for all the success you lot guys give me. But the truth is, when I was giving my grime music, yeah, and Chipmunk and Tiny and all these other people were giving you their commercial music, you lot couldn't play my music because it wasn't what the people wanted. It was too urban. That is the truth. Yeah, I get played now. I ain't got no reason to hate. I've never been signed. I have never been signed. I've been promoting the same thing. The reason why...
Charlie looking like, don't come at me, you know what I mean? It's above me, you know what I mean? I'll play it.
All these other MCs took past me and was ahead before me because they sold out. I was still spitting on grime. When they're giving you songs with Chris Brown and Wiz Khalifa, Movado, all their big features, bruv, 140 BPM grime music. You get me? When I was giving in grime music, people wanted KIG and Gracious K, heads, knees and toes. Grime wasn't accessible. Man used to say I was crazy. Why don't you just jump on something more commercial and get through the door and play the system and play the game? Because we all were lost and didn't know that the people decide. You get me? My whole thing right now, I'm not going at Tiny, I'm not going at Chip, I'm just stating the straight facts. Might not be talking about how you're the savior of grime and all of this car. This is the truth. Is anyone, yeah, there's 2 girlfriends. These men have got 2 girlfriends. Grime is their ghetto chick who they grew up with. You get me? The little ride or die thing on the down low, yeah? But they got a little creamy little lighty thing was plush and extravagant, what they walk up and down on the street with. You get me?
Dang. Yo, I need to know what the backlash was behind this. I need to know after he did this interview, Chip and Tiny had to respond. And I know it's 2 Tiny, so what Tiny he talking about? I'm thinking he talking about Tiny Temper, but I know it's another Tiny too. So what Tiny is he talking about? But he didn't even say nothing about Dizzy Rascal too, and I've always heard Dizzy Rascal was like there from the beginning. So yeah, let's keep it going though.
But when it's tits up and she finds something different, they want to come back and talk this old school stuff. Do not insult my intelligence and the people. Let's just be real, innit? Man's down and man's trying to get up. There's no shame in that. Do you get what I mean? But let's not make a fake calls where they are, because all of you guys have been in bigger positions and than me to say something for grime music, and none of you've done it. You're doing it now because stuff is dead. M-Dubs and Chipmunks flipping fan base, yeah? They go to college now. They bun and they drink yak and they watch me. Do you smell me? They've grown up. It's a new different era. Just put out stuff in it. But I don't think like just trying to jump on man and say, right, going for Tiny was a cheap shot in my eyes.
Why do you think it was a cheap shot though?
Because you sent it for a man a year later, bruv. Because when your success with T.I. and all of this stuff was pumping, you didn't care about Tiny's fire in the booth. It was a year ago.
So do y'all feel like Chip went Hollywood when he was over here messing with T.I. and them, to where, you know, sometimes when you feel bigger than somebody, you feel like, I'm not about to respond, they're not even on my level. But, you know, things died down, and then he came back, and then now he feel like, all right, we a little more balanced now. Let me know. I'm not saying it, because I don't know. I'm speaking of what he's talking about, but let me know.
That's like man boxing in your face now, and you wait a year and a half ago to fight him. That's a joke thing, cuz. You get me? Might not be talking all this urban and under stuff and that, cuz them man are middle class. Do you smell me? Team Lambeth. We're not talking no GCSE qualifiers. We're talking you get kicked out of school from 13. Go centre. Do you smell me? Big man stress in your household from 12. You get me? This is, but why do these guys want this life? Why do these guys want this life? Dysfunctional families from early when you're a grown man in your house from a youth. you smell me, cuz?
I see you, fam.
Why does man want this life, fam?
Probably looking like I'm getting that exclusive. Usually the Breakfast Club get this, right? Shout out Brixton, man. Shout out Brixton, yo. Brixton keeping it a buck.
Talk about the nice stuff.
Why do you think it is? Why do you think it is that
Because
a lot
it's
of these
exciting.
rappers? You think that's what it
Because
is?
it's exciting. Because man thinks it's exciting. But hear what I'm trying to say. Sitting in the passenger seat of the car and seeing things happen and being first hand, knowing that's your life was going to be ruined because it's a different thing. Do you smell me? Man who's doing stuff out here for fancy trainers to buy Balenciagas and that, cuz is different for the man who's tearing man down road to go Iceland and make sure his mum's okay. Do you smell me, cuz? Them two guys, the guy who wants to go Iceland and look after his mum, understand he will drop you. The guy with the Ventilaga is going to talk. He don't really want to do it. Do you smell me, fam?
I see you, fam.
Yeah? So man don't come with their Vaseline lips talking about nice stuff over here. About Grime. If we're going to talk about Grime, cuz, I'm the guy. I'm the only artist who has 2 tours independently with Grime. Do you smell me, cuz?
Yo, I need y'all to know in the comments. I need to know in the comments. I need y'all to tell me how much of this y'all feeling what he's saying and people that's not feeling it. Cause I'm curious. This sounds like a dope debate we gonna have too. Cause this is making me look at it a lot different too. Cause you know it's crazy. Whenever we talk Grime, and we talk Grime all the time, a lot of you guys ain't never bring up Big Narstie like that. So after we had the live, people start sending me this to watch. But at the same time, people will bring up Dizzy, people bring up Skepta, people bring up Wiley, you know what I mean? People never brought up Big Narstie, but he's saying some real stuff. But you know, like I said, this is still new to me. I'm still learning at the same time, trying to teach my peoples on this end. But let's keep it going.
I gotta say, I've seen what happens in the club with Narstie. It's a zoom.
I ain't got no commercial bangers. No one's given me the commercial chance. Remember, all I've done is keep up through my personality and dealing with less, I play with a budget what's lesser than all of their budget. We're independent. Me, Legend, Corpse, go get it. Do you smell me, fam?
I see you, cuz.
And look, all these guys who are signed and everything, I'm destroying them right now. Why though? Why am I destroying them? Because you sold out for the pretty buck. Yeah? People ain't stupid, bro. You get me? People ain't stupid. Everyone loves everyone to be straight. I went away, I came back, and I'm back now. But don't give us no Ed Miliband speech like you're here to save us. Do you smell me? Because if man was here to save us, you done a bad job. You've been gone for so long.
So what did Chip do too? So he looked like he mad. Chip came back like, so was Grime dying and Chip came back like, yo, you know what? Let me come back on the scene heavy because it's dying. Let me save it. And that's what he's feeling offended about. What Big Narstie, like, what's his issue as far as, him keep saying, don't come back like he's trying to save us? What's that about?
How can you, it's like if you had a dad and he's never been around, yeah? And then he comes back into your life 3 years later and starts talking at family gatherings. Oh, I've had my son Charlie since he was a little and I've struggled with him. Dad, stop lying, Dad. I do love ya, but we're just getting back on it now, Dad. You haven't been there. It's been Mum, Dad.
Amen.
Do you get me?
I see
so
you,
if man think I'm being a hater or anything like that, I just want to address this straight away. The success what Tiny and Chip have both had in their career, I applaud them. Because they've made big steps for our thing in general. But it wasn't for Grime, it was for them. Do you understand that? Don't try to use us as a crutch, fam.
Do y'all feel also like it was for them and they could have bought Grime with it, but they went another route? Meaning like, I'm blowing up, let me start switching it up now, but I could have blew up with Grime and Grime would have been bigger too. Y'all let me know.
You get me? Large up all the real strugglers. Spooky, Dulla Beats, Framstar. You get me? Axe FM, Flex FM, Deja Vu, Heat FM,
Wow.
Roll FM,
Raw FM?
Raw FM,
Oh,
Raw
gosh.
FM. You get me?
Jeez.
Old school South Soldiers,
Whoa.
Nuts and Bolts, yeah?
Jeez.
Esco, old school MC, slew them.
Slew them,
Yeah?
Oh, God.
D-Power, old school MCs, Jamackabee,
Jamackabee. Yeah.
Villain, Invasion Crew.
Invasion Crew.
Yeah? Up north.
Yeah,
Up
yeah.
north for the flipping Trillis. Sorry, the last thing I got to say, up north for the flipping Trillis. Not how long they been banging Grime when all of us down here lost hope.
It's real talk.
Lost hope.
It's real talk.
You get me? And then you got a man who come on stage and do some kinky stuff, but no more, fam. Black man can't fool again, my lord. Yeah? And whoever's got a problem with what I said, man know exactly where it is, because I'm not hating on no one. I'm in a good position. By the way, gas pipe's out on the 28th of Feb, but I'm good regardless. Do you get me? I haven't conformed to no kinkiness. And God bless you guys, and thank you Radio 1 Extra for the support you're giving me now.
Love that.
You get me? What's in the past is in the past, and this is what I'm dealing with now, and I'm thankful, and I give God bless. Big up Delisa. You get me? Austin, man like Mr. Sloth, Mr. Jam, the whole team. God bless you guys. BDL Base Defense League.
Yo, that was crazy. That was dope. I really enjoyed watching that. Yo, what I'm going to say is this. Yo, I got a lot of learning to do, too. He named a bunch of people he shout out that I didn't even know. Yo, it's crazy. He didn't say Wiley name once, too. And shout out Big Narstie. He's doing his thing as far as, you know, he got his own show and all that. They actually shout me out on their IG and all that. So shout out that whole team. They actually shouted me out when I did his joint with Kano. But what I'm going to say is, yo, that was fire, man. I'm curious what you guys are going to say about it. I'm curious, you know, I just want to hear in the comments, come in. Yo, go do the shout out real quick. We're going to shout out my man Joey Narag, watching from Tottenham. Shout out Tottenham. Y'all know I just did that joint on Tottenham the other day. Y'all check it out if y'all ain't see it yet. Yeah, man, shout out the whole New York, the whole UK. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.